Okay, so not everything in 2017 has to be a resolution, alright? I've decided that this year I'm not going to make a resolution, I'm going to make goals. Now, I could make all kinds of goals. I could make goals that I wouldn't complete or I wouldn't even care about. Not gonna do that this year. Instead, I think I'm just gonna work on being honest with myself and holding myself accountable. So that's how I'm going to make my goals, and I'm going to do that by doing this. So some of the things I'd like to work on are lifestyle changes, as what 99% of people would do for the resolutions. But instead of trying to fix something about myself, I'm going to think of it as ways to improve the things I can already do. So, currently, the things that I would like to work on, well, besides not saying so much. Okay, so the things I want to work on are food related and energy related. Seems like the same thing, doesn't feel. I want to get more sleep, I want to eat at home more often, and I want to spend less time at my computer and the TV and on my phone. So to do that, I'm not going to set hard limits for myself. I'm going to hold myself accountable. So my goal is I'd like to eat meals cooked at home or by someone if I'm not home at least 50% of the time. So I'm actually going to do my very best to track that number. And boy, that's going to be a pain in the butt. But I'm going to try it. I'm not going to constantly pester myself about it. Just going to do my very best. As far as sleep, what an adult, I'd like to think I'm an adult, needs 8 hours of sleep. So my goal is, instead of laying in bed playing Tetris and listening to comedy, which is all I do, I'd like to plug my phone in at 11 o'clock and lay down. And that might mean I'm going to just skimp a little bit on the rules and leave a podcast playing in a different room, just loud enough to hear, because I just can't turn the brain off. So try to keep myself busy, keep myself thinking. Hopefully that will improve some of the energy that I lack. I don't get regular sleep, and I think that would be something I would really appreciate eventually. So one of the other things I want to do is I want to work on posture, because I have some neck pain. I have some serious stiffness in the back and the neck, some lower back discomfort. These are not uncommon things as far as I understand. I don't think it's that big of a deal really to just stand up and just be a little bit more confident. A lot of it's forward head posture. I'm gonna guess that maybe even you are dealing with forward head posture. So I'm gonna try to be more conscious of myself. I do lack some self-esteem, so that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna try to be more confident, and the things I do should represent how I feel. So posture. So sleep and posture, and then the food. So that's 3 things. I'd like to exercise more often, and that's not a problem when I'm eating well. and when I've slept well. I can even get away exercising with a weird sleep schedule. It's not working very well, so I'm gonna have to do some of these other things before I do the exercise. Now, I don't really lift weights, and I don't really do anything consistently, so it'd be great to get consistent with something. What I really enjoy is jogging and jump rope. I like cardio mostly. So a bonus little goal, 4 miles. That's 4 miles in one jog. I realize that high interval training is probably more effective for weight loss. I think that just by working on the things I'd like to do, I would lose weight. It's not really my goal. My goal is more just to care about myself and work on some of these things. So I will hopefully end up there by doing some of these other things. It's, for me, I keep trying to find the root of the problem, and I keep going from one thing to another, trying to figure out where that root is. So the sleep, food, posture, exercise is kind of a last thing, which is a little bit weird. I think that eating at home and eating at the table and away from the desk and that type of stuff will eventually get me there. So I'd like to work on some of the things that I am interested in my free time. Spend a lot of my time surfing my phone, a lot of time not doing anything really, just being lethargic, groggy. I even have a footstool just primarily so I can sit down in different parts of the house where there's no chairs. So no shame. Just gotta be accountable for myself. I would like to stretch more, whether that be exercise related or just stretching without any post-exercise, not as a warm-up, just to help relax a little bit. I'd like to work on writing some. I really enjoy writing. I even enjoy photography, which is something that I am only recently able to explore now that I have this camera. Speaking of which, I would like to get a better microphone. I realize that the PowerShot 2 does not have a perfect microphone, so I'd like to get an external mic, but of course, things aren't always free. So, later down the road. Anyways, that's not a lifestyle improvement, that's a accountability improvement. So, there's really no structure for this. I'm going to just document whatever I feel I need to document. I'm going to be brutally honest with myself, even when I fail, which is going to really be a bummer because I fail a lot of things. One of the biggest things I struggle with is binge eating. For that, I can eat a salad and I can eat a chicken breast or whatever healthy option I can find, and eventually I give into a sugar craving. Typically it's soda, and that is like a slippery slope with a really big avalanche, and I get in a rut and I just can't stop. So that is part of eating at home more and eating at the table away from other things. It's very easy to mindlessly eat while I do other things. I would like to lose some weight that I've gained because of binge eating. I am at the heaviest I have ever been. And it has really affected my mood and the things I feel about myself. It's definitely affecting my happiness. So I'm very aware of it, and I need to work on it. So it's time to be accountable. It's never too late to work on it. Man, a little bit of optimism can make anything a little bit better. So I'm going to start now. As of now, first day of 2017, 9:30 at night. I just came up with this while being annoyed with myself. So, also flossing. Gotta floss. Flossing, food, sleep, posture, exercise, stretching. Simple things that can be easily done, but I just have chose not to do them, and it's all up here, all in the head. So, need to be accountable, and that's what I'm gonna do.